Hello! In today's Fix It Friday, we're going to be looking at this. And this is a broken Super Nintendo, or SNES, or Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or the Super Famicom, depending where you are in the world. I picked this up from eBay as broken with no power, and I think it cost me around about £30-ish. Now, I don't think I've actually fixed a SNES on the channel before, but I have looked at one previously off camera with James, my son, and we had a hell of a time with it. There does seem to be a common issue on SNESes where they have power, but they just output a black screen and that's it. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to this, but this is a no power one, so that could be okay. I know Super Nintendos have got a very, very sensitive fuse in them where if you turn on and off the power lots, it can just pop the fuse. So it might be that, or it could be a voltage regulator, could be capacitors. I don't really know, but I guess the only way to find out is to get this out of the box and have a little look at it. I was pretty certain that it was console only, and indeed it is. And yeah, we've got quite severe discoloration on this part, but the rest of it isn't so bad. I mean, you can tell that it's been sat with the controller in the port for quite a while. Now, I think you can actually buy replacement shells for these now in like cool translucent colours, so I might do that at some point, but I guess we've got to get it working first. So what I'll do is I will just plug in some power and I'll see if the light comes on. If the light comes on, then we can plug it into a monitor and see what it's doing. But if it's no power, then surely it should have no power. Ready? Can confirm, no power. Good. And that is a fully tested and working Super Nintendo power supply I've got there. I've used it about 5 minutes ago on my working Super Nintendo. So yeah, that's a good start. Right, okay, so I will use my LTT Store Creators Edition precision screwdriver to get into this. I think that's probably... Okay, well, while I'm unscrewing this and getting into the case, why don't we shout out my awesome channel members. Now, people who have joined the channel basically help support it financially so I can buy stuff like this to show you it on the channel. If you want to help the channel out, you can like this video and subscribe to my channel. But if you want to go that one step further, then you can become a channel member on Patreon, Facebook or YouTube and yeah, share a bit of financial love. But no matter who you are, I'm really thankful that you're watching this. But yeah, let's shout out those awesome people who've already joined while I get into this case. So first up, we've got those Kip fans who are Matt Lovey's JLC Electrical, For the Burbs, Wayne Cornish, Rob Lynn, Scott Made a Thing, Michael Wood, Draco MacGyver, Rebecca, Tom Wood and Abigail. Then you have to get up really early to beat the Kip early birds who are Dean Ball, Shauna Cablesmith Electrical, Tim Salt, Sorcerer Stan, Mark C and Will Bennett. Then we've got those lovely Kip lovers who I love very much, and they are Bella Webster, Stairs Sticks Fix, Lawrence, Scott Kendall, Props Retro Fix, Chelsea B and Shade Noah. And then here we have the amazing Kip Nutters. These are our top guys and gal. That is Becky Boobar, Alan Green and the My Mate Vince fan club over on Facebook. Thank you to all my channel members. I really do appreciate you. There we go, that was a little bit fiddly. The screw on this corner was just a little bit too deep in for my precision screwdriver to get into. So I had to use an extension with my other screwdriver and that worked fine, so that's good. See what we've got then. Okay, well that looks pretty good in there. Nice and clean, considering its age. So the fuse that I was talking about is there. So I guess first thing to try is just see if that fuse is fused. So meters in continuity. Makes a squeal, so we should have continuity in theory if the fuse is okay. no continuity. I do have a spare fuse on the broken SNES that I've got. So I think maybe we'll just whip this fuse off. Yeah, that should be it. Is that foreboding? I'll tell you what I'll do, so you can see things a little bit better. I don't really need to do it, but I will get the microscope out. Now, probably the most sensible thing to do would be to take the board out, but there's a lot of screws and I don't think we should bother dismantling it if it doesn't need it. But again, it might need it. Okay, so now we've got the microscope out, you can see our fuse a bit better here. So in theory, we've just got to unsolder that and that, pull the fuse out, and then take the fuse off my other Super Nintendo and replace it. Now, sometimes I would be concerned that a fuse has blown in the first place, but I know how sensitive these fuses can be, so I'm not overly worried, but again, those words could live to bite me in the butt. There we go. One broken 1.5 amp fuse. Okay, and this is the broken Super Nintendo. I mean, obviously the original one is broken, but this is a very, very broken one. So yeah, we'll rob the fuse off this one and hope for the best. Actually, let's just double check this fuse is still fine. So should get a beep from the multimeter. We do. Lovely stuff. Right, I'll just double check that I haven't destroyed it accidentally. Good. Just add a bit of fresh solder to it as well. Nice. Right, I mean, little bit on the wonk, but aren't we all? Check with the multimeter. I mean, in theory, we should have a working SNES. I'm not feeling so confident that I'm going to put it back together and test it because, yeah, this is me. Right, okay, so that's off. Let's put the power in. And hopefully we should get a light here. We do. This is far too easy. This is far too easy. Now, I've actually got a new toy that converts RF signals from old consoles like this and converts them to an HDMI signal. And now I'm going to do a whole video on it and some other ways of connecting up your consoles to modern TVs. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I think that's going to be a lot of fun and quite interesting, especially if you like retro consoles. Right, okay, so we've got Super Mario World. This should be tuned into the right frequency. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hang on, I've got a controller here. Oh. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, that made me panic. Don't know what happened there. Very hard playing the game from this angle. Yes. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe it. I can't get over that. That has really made me happy. Now, I'm tempted to get one of the replacement transparent shells for this just to see what they're like. So I might do a video on that, but what I'll probably do with that is I will stick that over on Kip's Bits, which is my secondary channel, which like no one subscribes to, where I do little random bits and bobs. So that might have a little bit of side channel energy. So yeah, this is actually turned into a quick Fix It Friday. I wasn't expecting that at all. If you've got this far in the video, why don't you put in the comments, the blue on the logo matches the blue light behind you? We'll see who's paying attention and who's watching and listening. Now what I will say is I've got some Sega Master Systems to fix, and I've also got a Game Boy Pocket to do a bit of a restoration on as well. So there's plenty of fixing stuff coming up on this channel. I know you guys like it, and I enjoy it too, especially when it's this easy. But it just goes to show, if you find a Super Nintendo with no power on eBay, it's probably that fuse. You can pick them up online. I'll stick a link in the description to some places where you can buy those Super Nintendo fuses from. So there you go, an inadvertent quick Fix It Friday, but I'm really happy with how that went. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it too. I don't think I've got anything else to say, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but for now, it's game over.